Hello boys and girls, what's up? It's Studio of course, and today I'm doing the 11th update video, I believe, for FALLZ. This might be one of the last ones for a while, if depending on how things go in the next couple of days. But anyways, I just want to talk about some of the features I've been working on. I did post a video earlier talking a little bit about FALLZ. I didn't really cover much. I decided to stay up all night, so I just kind of finished all the textures and stuff and got that all the way. So yeah, I just want to show you guys what I've been working on lately. We'll talk more about everything else shortly, but I just want to show you some good things and some good news. The server now has the updated resource pack, which now includes 5 new items, those being the swords. All the swords have now been texturized, and they all look nice, and they all, well, I believe they look nice anyways, I'm not really sure. I've only gotten one opinion on it so far, but we need to get more opinions and whatnot. As a disclaimer, I just want everyone to know I am not a texture pack maker. I do not make textures. This is the only time I have ever gone out of my way to try to make my own textures for anything. I did make all the gun textures you see in here that are all DayZ styled, but we are making all the swords Fallout styled. So I did my best. I've never made sword textures before, so this is what I came out with. So yeah, I hope they look cool and whatnot. But anyway, so here's the wood texture. We took it and made it into a word bat. It's pretty simple. It's based off the Fallout 1, which has the weird little black bee in the center, which I didn't really make it a bee. I just made it like a little symbol in it. So it's a bat. The old bat is going to look nice. Then we have the stone sword, which I decided just to make into a super sledge hammer because the rebar club kind of looked derpy and I didn't really want to use it. So, but this is the super sledge. It's okay. It's not the best recreation. This is probably my least favorite, or one of the not. The machete and this one are my least favorite, but this is just my least favorite because it's not an exact replica of the actual, or not a very close replica of the actual super sledge. It's a little smaller on the headpiece because Minecraft doesn't like allow me to use. I don't know. I can't make a giant weapon. I just couldn't with the space I had, unfortunately. I could make the staff part smaller, but then it would. I don't know. There's just. You take what you get. It's okay. It looks nice anyways. It's not a 100% replica, but it looks good. Then this is the bumper sword from Fallout. This is, some people might know what it is. There's kind of like a blue little license plate on it on the side there. I tried to do my best to recreate it. It's a pretty difficult weapon actually to recreate. I was pretty surprised. It's fairly large, and to make it so small was difficult. But yeah, so the bumper sword is the iron sword. So yeah, it's going to get changed from machete to bumper sword now, which means I have to change a lot of things for it before it actually gets changed. So yeah. Next up is the machete. Now you might be saying this machete looks awfully square, and I'm like, I totally agree with you. It is awfully square. The reasoning behind that is because this is a machete from Fallout, and oddly enough, it's very square. And yeah, it looks a lot better in the game in Fallout, keep in mind. It doesn't look bad in your inventory. And a matter of fact, it doesn't look too bad when you're holding it. It just looks like literally like a square, which I guess maybe more of like a butcher's weapon, I guess. But it's maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it's just too square-like. That's probably one of my least. It's this in the rebar club or super sledge are my least favorite, just because I don't know. This is just a giant square. It looks good in your inventory though. And last but not least, the shish kebab. The shish kebab came out. I love the shish kebab. I'm very happy with it. Keep in mind the shish kebab will be enchanted most of the time though when you do find it, so it'll be glowing. So it's just pretty much aesthetic looking. But anyways, it looks fantastic. I think. I'm very happy. I did a good job on it. At least I think I did. I'm not the best, like I said, I'm not the best at doing this kind of stuff, so, you know, it is supposed to be Liam's job to be doing texture pack stuff, but he did the world textures, so I told him I want to do the item textures anyway, so I'm doing my best. I did decent on the guns, and the swords I just did okay with. I'm gonna move on to the bow and stuff next, but that's just gonna be in a little bit. I just need to get these weapon textures down because, so let's start moving on and talking about other stuff, is the old administration staff had tons of just rigged weapons that just made FALLZ so ridiculously easy. It was unbelievable. So we removed all of them, but I did like the idea that they had with adding in a bunch of, you know, enchanted weapons and stuff with different names and stuff, which I liked. I mean, it was obvious it was going to be done anyways, even if they didn't do that. That was the whole point of the engine in the first place. It's not hard to do at all. It only takes literally a couple of minutes to name something and put it in a loot spawn and give it a chance. Not hard at all. So we removed it all, and we are gonna be adding it back. The only reason why I didn't add it back in yesterday is because I didn't want to add it in yet, because I wanted to make sure all the weapons were going to be, all the melee weapons were going to be based off of Fallout weapons. So I didn't want to make, I didn't want to make an old bat named something like a wooden spoon or something when it looks like a bat. Like, I don't want to add a wooden spoon in when it looks like a bat into like kitchen spawns or something. That would just be stupid. Same thing goes for I don't know, the golden sword. Like, I don't want that. I don't want it being called like something from Skyrim, like Ebony Machete or something stupid. Like, that makes no sense at all. It has nothing to relate to Fallout at all. And I want it to make sure that the item names that are present on the actual items themselves are actually relevant to Fallout themselves, and they need to actually have a look to them. So I didn't want to go off. Basically, I just wanted to get the textures down so I could come up with names based off of those textures, just so people wouldn't be going, why is this combat knife a machete or something? You know, just to keep things simple and, you know, how they should be. Just so they make sense. And definitely going to make sure they're not overpowered with the enchants, because the enchants were overpowered. They had some gold swords. Now, keep in mind, gold swords do break very quickly. I totally understand that. But the thing is that they did 10.25 damage on some of the gold swords, which had some ridiculous spawn rates. Now, diamond sword almost, I think it only does 7. So a gold sword does 10.25, somewhere around there, with an enchant that they had on them, and it was that could two-shot someone, basically. That could two-shot someone if they weren't wearing any armor. That, I mean, it breaks quickly, but the thing is that it doesn't matter if it breaks quickly. You're trading one gold sword for an entire dead carcass that you can loot. It's just unbalanced. So we're changing all of that. We're changing a lot of things that just were severely unbalanced, making FALLZ just terribly easy. And we've been fixing a lot of bugs on the way too. We've already fixed a couple of the animal issues where you can kill them inside the east and north market. For some reason, they were killable, even though I thought Luckstrong fixed that, but I guess not, so I fixed that myself. So yeah, so Luckstrong and his set of people left FALLZ, which is okay. I don't really care. It's like No Yes Set is just another link in the chain we really don't have to worry about. I mean, he was very valuable to the server indeed. We will all miss him, but it's okay. Now we can continue to make things right and make things difficult. Which is okay, but I think we just want to keep FALLZ hard and keep it the way it should be, and you know, just the things that were going on were completely wrong. And don't get me wrong, I did get on FALLZ because Luckstrong requested me to get on, so I got on and checked it out, and I was complaining about some things, obviously, but you know, I didn't change anything. I didn't ask them to change anything. I didn't say anything. I just said my opinion about some things I thought were dumb, like this weird forest up in the north. Just like things I didn't like about the server that changed while I was gone, which, you know, I have the right to my opinion. But keep in mind, I didn't force them to change it, though. That's the thing, is I didn't make anyone change anything, so I don't understand what happened there. So it's whatever. It's fine. I don't really care. It's water under the bridge. I'm just happy that I can get FALLZ back on track to how it should be. But that brings up a whole other issue, is that FALLZ is either going to go down tomorrow, or it could be, it won't be tomorrow, but tomorrow our server bill is due, and the thing is that we literally just do not have the money to keep FALLZ running. I wasn't told that we weren't getting donations or anything at all this month until I came back, which was that on Tuesday, so that was 3 days ago. So yeah, I wasn't told until 3 days ago by Luckstrong that he didn't even tell me that we weren't getting donations. He just told me to ask. He just asked me how much donation money we had in the account, and we literally had zilch. So, yeah. So I don't know what happened. He didn't make any donations this month, so that's literally not my problem. I wasn't on the server to lead it. He was at the time. So I mean, he's gone now, so it's my responsibility now. I totally understand that. So I'm just hoping some player, we have multiple players that say they're going to donate and stuff, but no one's really stepped up and actually taken the first move and been the first donator. If you guys donate and we don't make enough money for the rent, you will get your money refunded immediately back to you. upon the server closing. I can guarantee you that I will always refund your money if it's not being used in any way, shape, or form. There's just no reason for me to keep your money. So yeah, I just hope you guys, you know, if you want to see FALLZ continue to live on and grow on, I will be working on it again. I've already been working on it since Luckstrong's left. I've taken up the role of administrator again, but I won't be. I'm getting some other people into this, back into the administration role, like Jason, which he's a very good candidate for the job of being able to run the server while I'm gone, because you know I probably am going to be disappearing constantly like normal, because life's just getting in the way at the moment. So, but I'm sure Jason will be able to take care of the server by himself, the same way Luckstrong was able to. So yeah, we just need donations. We need to get $60 US. So we just need someone just to make that first mark and donate. We have 3 or 4 people who say they want to donate around $10 to $20 each, but no one's really done it yet. So, I mean, so yeah, if you want to see FALLZ continue to live, then you guys gotta do that. However, if it goes down, it'll come back up eventually. It'll just be in you know, a year or a couple, you know, half a year. It's a lot of months, and I'll be working on it privately again, like I did before it came out in first release. So, I mean, there's good things to it and there's bad things about it. I personally prefer to work on the server privately because no one knows what's going on then, and I can just work on things silently and I can get a lot more done. Like right now, I like to work on the server like this time of the day, where it's only like 9 in the morning and there's like 2 people on. It's perfect timing for me to work on because no one's on, no one's gonna bother me and stuff. It's just really easy to work on the server. So, like I said, server will come up if we don't make the server bills. It would just be nice if we could keep the server going, because it's so much easier to find bugs, and it's just so much easier to test anything, really, with players. So, yeah, I just kind of ran around Valley City and talked about that, and talked about a lot of the changes and how things have been changing in FALLZ lately. So, yeah, another thing, too, is that I was keeping this stuff secret, but somehow someone in the administration team decided before, not my team, Luckstrong's team, decided to put my stuff on the map and call it their own. They put my plane, my vertibird crash, this is mine here, I built this, and my vertibird crash site I built as well, which is by the artillery base, and they decided to put them in the map, and they weren't supposed to be put in the map yet, which I'm very depressed that they put them in. How it's going to work is this, I'm still going to do it, it's just going to take a lot more time to do now since they put it in the map and I have to destroy everything manually. And it's not hard, but it's just tedious and just gets in the way, and it's just whatever. But what it was going to do was I was going to have it to where this plane, the vertibird, and a convoy would cycle in randomly in the map, and then it would display the coordinates and say, hey, players can come here for good rewards and stuff, you better get there quick. And then basically this plane would crash here, players would start coming in this direction. It would engage PvP when the server has less people on, and even more PvP when there is more people on, which is nice. That's what FALLZ is about, honestly. It's all about the PvP and the building and all that stuff, so it's just one of the major things. So I'm depressed to see that they did a lot of things that I'm very displeased with. Their administration team also had an issue where they set up a repeater to give everyone 64 a stack of potatoes. So we are currently, it's fixed now, but for the next week or so, if FALLZ stays up, people will be getting potatoes removed from their inventory constantly. And that's just what we have to do, since you can thank their administration team for that. Not mine. We have nothing to do with that. We also are thinking about removing rocket launchers, because they set rocket launchers for 10% spawn rate in all of the residential spawns before leaving. So yeah, there's a lot of other things they did too which were completely unnecessary of them, as a quote-unquote resigning, which they really didn't. They still just trolled in their exit, which isn't resigning. Which I've resigned before in the past from owner, obviously, which is why Luckstrong took up, and I didn't do anything like that, so I don't understand what happened. Anyways, this is a really, really long video. I just need to talk about FALLZ. There's a lot of things I have planned already, and there's a lot of things I'm already working on. Basically, since we've got back, we've just been setting things back to the way they should. There's a lot of config issues and stuff that have been broken, and there's a lot of inefficiencies in FALLZ that I've been fixing personally all night, which is why I've been up almost for 24 hours now. It's just, there's just so much wrong with FALLZ right now, and so much has been changed and altered. not player-wise, but server-wise for administrators, there's so many issues going on. It's almost impossible to really do anything effectively right now. So I've just been taking my time and just working on small things here and there, which are building up. So, as I said, basically this video is a shout out to say, hey guys, FALLZ is gonna die. Not necessarily die, but it's going to shut down for another year or so if we don't get donations in. So we've got, I don't know, 2 to 4 days left for that, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm really tired. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. As usual, please rate and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next time. I hope to see you guys on FALLZ and help keep us up. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you around.